How's it going, bros? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded something. I, of course, had that flood in my basement, like you seen last video. And we have a couple hours to ourselves, so we might as well come out and do some work on the Mutang. And the other Mutang. I'm gonna have to back this out and put it outside though. So I have no real plan of attack today. All I know is we're gonna try and make forward progress on stuff that had halted progress before. We do have a slight mess over here still, as normal. And we got a Terps key. All right, so last time we left off, we were trying to mount our turbo in this area somewhere, like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably try and reinforce this frame a little bit and then make some holes and bolt it in. So what we have is a cheap little hole saw, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and line up the holes up here and drill some holes so we can put nuts underneath. Oh, the bit is bent. That's probably why it's a cheap kit. Oh no! This isn't working as planned. Oh, because the drill bit fell out. This isn't a good idea. Probably hot. Oh my god, I'm so silly. I'm looking at it from here, and I could probably get some nuts in right here. Boop, and boop. So this is what I did. I just cut out two little notches. I kind of went with where there was already holes, so that's why they're kind of offset and weird looking. But we'll bolt up this exhaust housing now. Oh, hole's not big enough. Gotta drill it out. You stay. This drill bit's garbage. But I went on an angle. B-I-N-G-O-M, what's his name now? I'ma get you. Oh no, I dropped the washer. I'm trying to like hold the washer with one finger and then put the nut on with two fingers. It's not working in my favor very good though. No! I almost had you. You never had me. You never had your car. I think I got it, guys. Now, everybody was saying that if I solid mount this, I have to solid... Oh my god, I cut myself. If I solid mount this, I have to solid mount the engine. Well, them solid mounts, baby. Them solid mounts. We're gonna put the Terps key on and see if this is kind of where we want it. I'm not a fan of how tilty it is this way. That means our bracket isn't good. Maybe maybe if I loosen it off and move it a bit. Oops. Now we're going to see if our header fits. Now we're just going to go ahead and see how our header fits in here. Alright, so now I'm just playing around with the idea of how we're going to run from this V-band here up into our flange right here. So we do have like some bands. And actually, oh my god, that pipe almost fits right where it needs to be. I'm gonna get rid of this sway bar, I think. I'm not gonna actually use this sway bar. But that's gonna work perfect. So what I'm gonna do, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out how this is gonna go here. I need a marker. I need a marker! Because then we gotta cut this piece. And what I think I'm gonna do is, because this T4 flange right here is actually like a 2.5 inlet almost on it. So I'm just gonna join this pipe directly into it, and then I'm gonna merge another pipe into this pipe. If that makes sense to you guys. It makes sense to me. I'll merge like the other header into this pipe. So what I'm gonna do is gonna build it from here to here, and that's just gonna be one manifold and one turbo, and then we're gonna merge into this, which should be okay. I like to use this straight section into that because I can always cut this and add a flex pipe in here as well. I just want to see how high you want this pipe to go. Probably somewhere. I'm not too disappointed with how a little bit tipped this is. It's what it is. I'm not perfect. Budget build. Damn! It curves to the left a little bit. Turbo man! Buddy, if that's not perfect. Okay, now we definitely need a marker though. Marker, where are you? It's probably in my butt. I found you creeping in my window. Bam, that's our line. These are my titties. My nipple's a little bit hard right there, you can see. But this is gonna line up here. And the more that I look at this, the more that I realize that this flange can accept 2 pipes. Damn it. So I thought this flange was the same size as like a 2.5, but it's probably like closer to an oval 3. So if we put this on here to cover it, you can see how much gap we have left. And if I put it in the middle, you can see how much gap we have left. The only thing is if we squeeze this, it might, no. What I should have done is that they already make like a T4 flange with 2 pipes already into it. Damn it. This is not what I wanted to happen right now. I'm not good at maths, so I can't figure out which angle I want to cut this at if I want to add another pipe into it to mate up with this perfectly. But I probably shouldn't have cut that other piece off it to begin with. I'm so dumb sometimes. I'm gonna stand over there for about 29 minutes and try and think of a solution. I mean, once you oval it, it kind of fits a lot better. See, when you oval it, it fits a little bit better, but not quite so much that it's good. I wish I had some 3-inch pipe laying around so I could see what the size is. Hey look, I have a 3-inch down pipe here too. My old super one. Well, that can be reused. Sick. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to get a measurement of what the inside of this is. Whatever this is. So almost 3 inches. So 1.5 inches of this 2.5 is what we need to use. Okay. So our angle has to come in, and we have to cut pretty much. Okay, I have some things to think about and figure out math-wise. All right, so we put a little angle cut on this one, and it kind of fits at an angle here. This is like a test piece now, more than anything. Okay, my original plan of using this bend on the flange didn't work because at this angle, this will hit the frame. So I'm just kind of looking and seeing kind of what we need to get. How big is 3 inches? Like 3 inches is like this big, right? So, I'm no fabricator by any means. This is why this looks so stupid. But if this is 3 inches, which I think is way too big for 3 inches, this one here and this one here. Oh well, this is a test piece now anyways. So after a bit of screwing around, and I don't want to touch it because it's already hot and I burned my meat beater, but this is what I've come up with. Very silly looking, I know, but like Han once said, there's no wax on to drifting. You just learn by doing it. And that's kind of how I learn how to do things. I just kind of eyeball it. I come up with a plan of attack in my head that really doesn't make sense and I can't explain to anybody else. And then I just do it. And then if that fails, I'm like, oh, that's what I did wrong. And then I redo the equation in my head, and it's kind of how I learn how to do things. But I mean, they don't match up exactly perfect, but this can be squeezed a little bit. They can be tack welded together. And then I can find my 3 inches across here at whatever angle I want. And then that's what I can use to weld to the flange. I kept this little 90, and I kind of put it at the right angle that I need to go to the other side of the header. And then this one will go to the one that we were just working at. So I'm gonna play around cleaning up this stuff, and maybe we can squeeze and penetrate it a little bit. My cut was a little sloppy. I didn't want to show you that one because I was like, don't cut my wiener. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Squeeze. Not too much though. I still need to clean up like these burry things on the inside. I don't have one of those cool carbon or carbide deburring tools. So file's gonna work for me. We got the welter. We got the welter out. You want to see skills? I'll show you skills. Just gonna welt it while it's in my hands. Bam! Okay, now I'm gonna put it on the floor. Yeah, when you don't turn on the gas in the welder, it starts to look like those. We have a little bit of work to do to get this to line up, but I can just hit this in with a hammer and stuff. But let's get our turbo flange and see where we need to lop this off to make 3 inches. 3 inches. Let's make this easier for you watching at home. I'm going to mount this in my vise that is not mounted to my bench. And that's not gonna work because it's gonna tip over. Okay. Here's our thingamajiggy. Here's our cut. And it can't go at any more angle than that, but this one has to go this way. That's towards the, yeah, this way. So we have to find where 3 inches is across this length. Well, a little bit less than 3 inches because we're going to have to oval it too. How far did you hear that? So much garbage everywhere. So that is our cut, sirs. Right there. So this one's gonna come up straight in, this one's gonna angle into it. It's gonna be all good. What we're gonna have to do is, because this cut line is lower than our tack weld, we're gonna have to like bend this, get another tack weld in here, and then probably bend this one in, get the tack weld in there. We'll use the gas this time, of course, and then we'll cut that off. We'll have to start our flange. Gas on! In Canadian land, everything's a hammer. But we should probably use a ball peen hammer because it'll probably tap in a lot better. I'm scared that tack's gonna fail. So. On the floor again. You'd think I'd have a metal desk by now. No! It spread apart. What happened was I tacked on top of my tack and it broke my original one, and then this split apart because I tacked this side and it pulled. So now I gotta pull this side back together somehow. Maybe in my vise that's not mounted to my bench. So the vise is gonna work, but I'm gonna have to hold it, so. This anvil part of the vise might be a bit more solid than the bench is. It's starting to look like a thing. Oh, I farted again. Here's what we have now. Here's what's gonna look like onto this thing. So we'll put it back here. I show ya. So here's what we have so far here. Oh yeah, that fits way better on there. I'll grind it down a little bit more. We'll get a bit more width. I'll weld it, then we'll squeeze it. Then we can Dremel all the inside out. We're getting somewhere. The length of this video, already like 18 minutes long. I checked because I already started editing it while I went to take a poop. But we have to somehow knock the inside of this outwards to come to the outside of this pipe so we don't have to bend this in as far anymore. Like what I need to happen is I need something to just fit inside here, like this piece of the vise. And then I can just hit it down and make them both flat together. Dude. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld up like half of this thing, maybe a little more tack welds just so it's stronger so I can beat on it a little bit harder and try and squeeze this gap a little tighter, and then we'll form this to our flange length there. Oh, I like it though. It's perfect. As always, on the floor, doing weldy things. I'm not saying I'm good at welding by any means. I'm just saying that there's two pieces of metal stuck together right here. It looks like garbage though. I can always take the Dremel on the inside, make it look really good. Cause I ain't no welder. I'm more of a grinder guy. Not like the website grinder, just... That was awkward. I'm gonna open the garage door so I don't get a headache from all this welding. But if squirrels start barking at me, it's cause the door's open, okay? Yeah, squirrels bark in Canada, okay? Another thing I should have done that my stupid ass didn't do was probably clean the metal before I weld it, because it looks like bird turd. I forgot rule number 1 was like prep work. And the cleaner something is, the better it welds. That's why my welds look like poop. And there's little holes in all of them. Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna have to go over this again. Probably best to like grind a little groove through all of it and then weld that groove. I think that's what I should do. But doing it this way is like, I'll regrind it out and I'll re-clean it and then I'll retry and weld it. The only thing I'm gonna do is like, I'm just gonna make a better seam for me to weld. So what I did was like, I actually grounded the places that I thought there were little tiny holes like, you know, a dentist would. So I can fill all that. On the inside, it doesn't look like it was bad penetration, but the areas that there was bad penetration on the inside, I actually went ahead and ground down the outside some more so we can lay it a bit deeper, hopefully. Deep. I can only go so deep. I'll bottom out. The penetration looks okay on the inside. I just don't want it to crack. So the spots that are a bit weaker, a bit shittier, I'm gonna try and re-weld. Knew that was gonna happen. I tried to get fancy, put a big hole in it. Nobody's seen that there was a hole there. Awkward, so fucking awkward. And it probably helps to weld if I like change this tip out every now and then. Fuck me. Yay, breaker! So it's a little bit of a redemption story, I guess, because it works now. The inside looks like a pile of garbage. Mainly I'm not back purging pipes or anything either, and it's stainless, but I'm gonna get the Dremel in there, and I'm gonna Dremel what I can, make it all clean on the inside, smooth transition. Here's what it's actually gonna look like on the turbo. So the turbo is gonna face this way. This is gonna come in this way like this. Because the frame rail is right here underneath this. So this pipe had to come straight down. Ooh, it's getting hot now. Unfortunately, we're out of time. I have to work tonight. As you guys seen in my last video, my basement flooded, so all those 6 days that I had off last time that I planned to do work on this car and film, I spent ripping out carpet, laying down new vinyl flooring. So that part is done. Well, the flooring is down. I still have moldings and trims and stuff to do, but I'm gonna take my time a little bit at that. I'm gonna try and put a bit more effort into my cars. It is summer and like, yeah. So thank you guys for sticking around. I'm sorry that I didn't get to upload in like a week now. I tried to make this video a little bit longer to hold you guys over a little bit. And the next video should be out in like 3 or 4 days. Sorry you guys, love you. Please stay subscribed. Peace. Oh yeah, to add insult to injury, I got these 2 wisdom teeth removed too and a filling on my days off too. So I did do all that flooring with a sore face.